the Crypt Keeper of Creepy, the provocative prince of the tweens, the nightmare from Neptune. It's Zabujard!
Hey guys, Zabujard here, Jer here. Some people are confused about how I'm able to be a NEET for so long. But I barely use my money. I barely use any money at all, except maybe for fast food or for rent, because I have to pay rent at the place I'm living at right now. And rent is more expensive than I would like it to be, you know what I mean? But it's not as bad as other places in California. But it's still quite a lot. It's still a very pretty penny. So my savings each month are getting smaller and smaller. You know what I mean? So there's that. Because rent is not cheap. You know what I mean? But so I quit my job in November. I haven't been working since November of last year. So I've just been, chilling and just using my savings to pay for rent since November. Because I haven't been working. And I haven't even really been looking for work either, I haven't really been looking at all, pretty much. But I know I am running out of NEET time, so eventually I'm going to have to look. And I don't like that, I don't like the thought of that, obviously, but that's, unless I get NEET bucks, and I'm talking to the judge. I'm meeting the judge again for the 4th time for NEET bucks on April 17th this month. So wish me luck on that, and we'll see if I can swing that, but I don't know if I will. This is my 4th time. The person who fought against me is working with the judge again, who fought against me and got me denied 2 years ago. He's working with the judge again to try to get me denied again for the 2nd time, but this is the 4th time total I've met with a judge over the NEET bucks. So this might be my last chance or my last time. I don't know how it works, but this might be my last chance or time. I don't know how. I don't know what the rules are, if you can just keep applying forever no matter how many times you're denied. But that would be nice if I got it, because then I wouldn't have to worry about paying rent, because then I would use the bucks to pay rent, and then I could just focus on, I don't know, whatever it is that I do, like I make cartoons or something and that sort of stuff. You guys know what I do by now. And and it's funny because this morning I woke up with some pretty strange audio hallucinations. I don't know how long it lasted, maybe 30 minutes or an hour or something like that, maybe an hour of audio hallucinations, and I just kept hearing my my mom talking to me, even though she obviously wasn't talking to me. It wasn't real, but she was talking to me. She was laughing. She was quite loud, in my head or whatever. And it's funny because she had a radio with her and she started playing this song on the radio to me, which was also fake, right? But the radio song was like a catchy little song, and it went like, time to get up, time to get on with your day, time to get on with your day, time to get on with your day. But it wasn't a real song, it was just a hallucination. If we dissect the word hallucination, do you think it boils down to halucinations? Halucinations? That's what it boils down for me. But you guys can talk about what you think it means. Anyways. So that was a weird way to start the day, because I can't remember the last time I had audio hallucinations. I feel like it's been a while. And then after something like that, obviously you think like, oh, well, maybe I should get back on that risperidone, because I was on that for years, a very long time. But I don't want to be on that anymore, because I don't believe in medicine. I told my doctor I don't believe in medicine. I told him I don't believe in, pills and being dependent on gay shit like medicine your whole life. And he was like, what do you mean you don't believe in medicine? I'm like, oh, I just don't, don't believe in being dependent on stuff your whole life. I think that's stupid. The real reason is because I think it's bad for your soul to be dependent on anything from this hell world, because this is hell, and it's a flesh body trap, and this flesh body has pleasures and desires that try to keep you focused on hell and wanting hell. And Gnostics say that after you die, you face a mirror, and the mirror is a bright light from the moon, and it's very hard to escape the reincarnation trap here called samsara, because when you die, you face a mirror, and when you face that mirror, you face yourself and you face the world, and you say, well, that place wasn't so bad, and I guess I wasn't so bad there. I should just go back there. And then you face the mirror, and that as above, so below. Some people say that's because you face this mirror when you die, and then you decide to go back to Earth through a blinding white light, which tricks people into going back. I don't know if that's all real, but that's what a lot of Gnostics and people think. So. I saw an interesting theory about the shape of the Earth the other day that I thought was interesting. It was drawn by this Russian Freemason or something. And the way he believed the Earth is shaped. And one thing before I forget, because my mind goes all over the place when I do these podcasts, because I have a lot of thoughts I want to talk about and I always forget. Is that Jewish Freemasons, which the Freemason fraternity is Jewish, don't be misconstrued about it. Secretly, it is completely Jewish. And, I have all these new theories I want to talk to you guys about, but it's hard to remember them, because I don't write scripts for these podcasts or videos. I just wing it. I don't write scripts or anything. And then I forget a lot of it, but, Jewish Freemasons believe that the God of the Bible is the demiurge, supposedly. Okay, they believe the God of the Bible is the demiurge. One famous Jew, I don't remember his name, wrote that Lucifer is the true God of the Jews, even though they don't want to admit it. And it's interesting because Jewish people have a poop fetish. If you can look this up, a lot of Jewish people are into pooping and like scat and stuff. I'm not making that up. And then, God, I have so many theories I want to talk to you guys about, but it's hard to keep them all wrapped up in my brain because I have so many ideas in my head that it's hard to keep track of all of them. And like, I already forgot where I was going a minute ago because it's already getting derailed here. But you know how parasites travel through poop, and then Jewish people are into poop? What if Jewish people have parasites in them, and then they travel through their poop, and then that's why people are into pooping, and that's why gay people eat each other's poop, and that's why the devil's kiss that witches have done for hundreds, if not thousands of years, where they eat each other's butts. This is what witches do, is to get each other's poop so that they can access the parasite, because the parasite, aka the Queen of Heaven, if you look up the Queen of Heaven, it's the same as the Baphomet. It's a transgender god or deity, supposedly Venus or something. The Queen of Heaven is talked about in the Bible as this really evil, basically kind of like the devil of this world, right? And the Queen of Heaven calls itself and says that it is a half man, half woman, which sounds like Isis, the god of pornography, and the god of the god of the prostitutes, right? So there's a lot of words for the same thing through all these cultures and books and stories and things like that. And insects have a queen too, right? Bees have a queen, I think ants have a queen. And then you have this Queen of Heaven concept, this transgender Baphomet goat person, the Queen of Heaven. Could that be a parasite queen? And everyone on Earth right now has tons of parasites in them, and they're controlled through radio waves, 5G, and all this gay shit to do what the parasites want, to reproduce in parasites. And guess who's very susceptible to parasites? Kids and gay people, because gay people eat each other's poop probably, and they get the parasite through poop. And then so more parasites are in these certain types of hive mind people. And when they get the parasites inside their body, they become like these hive mind creatures, and like hive mind insects. And so Jews have a very hive mind collective, it's just like brainwave, and they're like a group of people who like always think about the group collective because they're part of the hive mind, the queen bee hive mind, because they're like part of the. And if you look, the hexagon has 6 sides, and Saturn has a six hexagon star on the North Pole, and then you have the Star of David. And then I read the other day that when the Rothschilds put the Star of David on the Jewish flag a few hundred years ago, most of the Jews were against it, because if you read in the Bible, it says that the star, that there's no Star of David. The Jesus Christ tells the Jews that in the future, in the book of Revelation or something, that when they get the Star of David on their flag, that he says that that's actually the star of the Remphan. And then in the Israel text, if you look up the word for Remphan, it actually translates to Saturn, to the planet Saturn. And so Jesus says you have the star of Remphan on your flag in the Bible, which they do, because they have the star of the Remphan, which is the symbol for Saturn. So Jesus literally tells them you have the star for Saturn on your flag, which is today. And most Jews, hundreds of years, they didn't want the Rothschilds to put the Star of David, aka the Saturn hexagram, on their flag, but now it's there. And then people think that Jews are actually Satanists, and they're actually of the devil, and the true Israelites and the true Judeans are white people with blue eyes, because some people say that Jesus Christ had blue eyes because he was white, and then no Jewish people have blue eyes, they all have brown eyes, and so I thought, the true Jewish people are white people and not Jewish people, because if you read the Bible, the word Jews doesn't come into the Bible until 500 pages into the Bible. It doesn't come into the Bible until 500 pages after, and it's a mistranslation. It goes from right. You get the word Judeans, and then you get the word Ludes, and then they turn the Luz into the Jews, was turned into the Jews later. It went from the Judeans or something to the Ludans to the Luz, and then to the Jews, right? And then if you read and think about this. Jesus said that they will call themselves Jews, but they are actually Satanists. They are the synagogue of Satan. And then look around us today. We have all these people, Jewish people, and then they're doing some they do a couple of naughty things once in a while, right? And they make themselves look a little bad. And then what if they're actually Satanists? Like Jesus said, they're actually Satanists. And then that would mean that the real chosen people of God, or the real Israelites or Judeans or whatever, could possibly or would probably be white Europeans. What the heck? Think about that. Wait, so white Europeans are the true godly people? They're the true people of like the Christian, like God, and like, and then so think about that. I mean, that's very interesting stuff, because that is that's so as you guys have noticed, this is a new YouTube channel. The other one got deleted. I think that was the 7th or 8th or 9th YouTube channel, I think, by now deleted. LOL. So this is the new one. I haven't really done a podcast on this one, I don't think. Maybe one podcast that was a few weeks ago. And that's it. If you guys have any old podcasts you want me to re-upload, just say. I think someone here might be archiving my videos besides the alphabet corporations, the ABC corporations. I think one of you guys might be doing that, which is fine. I'm all for that. It's just a pain to re-upload my thousands of videos each time my account gets taken down. So I don't even feel like really re-uploading them sometimes. So, but I mean, like, most of my cartoons are on Newgrounds anyways. It's just that we lose the thousands of podcasts I do here each time my channels are deleted, which is usually once or twice a year. I get deleted on YouTube. Anyway, one last thing before... Oh wait, I was going to tell you about the depiction of the world by this Russian Freemason I saw the other day. And what he said, that the black sun is in the center of the earth, and there's a hole where the North Pole is, and the black sun shoots rays out of this hole, which goes, and this hole is in the North Pole at the center of the flat disc-shaped Earth, right? And these rays go out, and the rays hit the sun and the moon, and it creates a seal of Saturn, or a double X, or an IXXI formation with these lights. If you don't know what the seal of Saturn is, it's an IXXI symbol. Think Roman numerals, IXXI, which numerically is 9/11, right? Which is why it's so important to them. They like 9/11, they like IXXI. I'm not really quite sure why. I think it's to open up some sort of gate, because IXXI looks like a gate as a symbol, symbolically anyways. So that's one possible reason, most likely for them. The Illuminati enjoying the IXXI symbol, which Since for 9/11. Anyways, when the black sun inside of the Earth shoots these rays out that hit the sun and the moon, it makes the moon glow, but the sun has its own glowing warmth to it. It doesn't really affect the white sun. The black sun doesn't affect the white sun, I suppose, but the black sun makes the moon glow, which in science they'll tell you the moon glows because the sun rays hit it, which makes no sense because I'm not a gay retard idiot, because the sun is hitting rocks that are sitting next to me and those rocks aren't glowing, but they're like, no, the moon glows because it's a gay idiot retard rock. It doesn't work on Earth rocks. Oh, that's great, thank you. So the rocks next to me aren't glowing right at night or whenever, but the moon's glowing for some reason. And then they tell you gravity's like, they all believe in gravity for some reason, right? But if you look up Wikipedia, they won't lie to you 100%. They'll lie to you 90%, because on Wikipedia it says gravity's a theory. And yet, like every scientist in the world and everyone you talk to, that's brainwashed into their head that gravity is real and it works, and that's why things are the way they are here. Even though it's actually probably electromagnetism. It's not even, gravity's not even real. It's a gay retard concept made by a gay retarded Jewish idiot named Einstein. And he was a gay retard idiot, and I don't even think he ever kissed a girl in his whole life. He's a pathetic loser, and he didn't have a job. He was a mathematician stealing people's patents, and he farted all the time like an idiot, and anyways, gravity's not real, and it's gay, and Einstein's theory of relativity is gay because he says you can't go faster than the speed of light. And, okay, what about my thoughts? How fast are my thoughts moving? Because I bet you they're moving pretty fast, Einstein. So I bet my thoughts are moving pretty fast, and you can't even see them with your eye because they're moving so fast. And people are like, well, how do people stay on the Earth? Why don't they fly off? And they'll say, because gravity. And they'll say, okay, what about all the water that's on the Earth? Shouldn't it be like splashing around or moving off the surface because there's so much water and the Earth is spinning and it's moving so fast? Well, no, because of gravity. Oh, okay, so gravity keeps the water in place and it keeps us in place. Well, it can do a lot of things. This gravity is pretty incredible. And how does it keep the birds up in the sky and the atmosphere from flying away? Oh, well, gravity works on birds too. Okay, gravity works on birds too. Interesting. And then, okay, very cool. And then, okay, and so, boy, what can't this gravity do? I should just worship this thing like a god and pray to gravity, because it sounds like it can do anything. It keeps the birds here, keeps the water here, keeps me here. I mean, it's just incredible what this gravity stuff can do. It just does it all. It can cook me a meal. It can be my wife and take my big fat cock in her mouth and come all over the stupid cunt gravity, fucking faggot idiot. And it's incredible with this gravity. And it's just it's a theory, but actually it's fact, because everyone on TV tells you it's a fact, but then after they say, but secretly it's just a theory. Oh yeah, but no, everything here works by gravity. And then they whisper right behind your back after you walk away, and they say, oy vey, the goyim know that gravity's just a theory. Don't get me started on gravity, because it's just gay government, gay ass propaganda bullshit made by like Jesuit Freemasons like 100 years ago. He dropped an apple on his foreskin, and he discovered the theory of gravity. Isaac Newton dropped an apple on his foreskin, and now he invented gravity. I mean, the stories just sound so made up and retarded every time. Like, he dropped an apple on his cock. I cannot tell a lie. Chopping cherry trees. All these historical figures with these unbelievably fake, romanticized stories about their lives and how they discovered these fake-ass Freemason theories. Oh, dinosaurs are real. Okay, where are they? Oh, they went extinct. Okay, where's the bones? Okay, have you found a full dinosaur skeleton? Well, no, we haven't. Well, what are the bones in the museum? Oh, those are plastic chicken bones we put together to form a T-Rex. Oh, okay, so there's no full T-Rex? No, just plastic chicken bones? Yep. Okay, well, what about, did we evolve from monkeys? Yeah, we did. Well, yeah, we kind of did. Us and apes have a common ancestor. Okay, so where's the common ancestor? Oh, well, we don't know. We can't find them. Oh, but you can find me in apes? Yeah, we can find you in apes because you guys didn't go extinct. Oh, but the ancestor that us and apes have went extinct, yeah, our ancestor that we have with apes probably went extinct, but you and me and apes, we somehow didn't go extinct, but for some reason our ancestor that linked us together went extinct. Oh, that's very convenient that we just can't find this common ancestor that just disappeared, and we can't find a fossil or a skeleton or a living relative or anything like that, or a living, species of this thing that thing he decided not to evolve. But us and apes, we actually just decided to evolve from that species, but that guy just decided not to, and he died, and so that's cool. And so there you go. I mean, it's very, very powerful stuff, and I'm just trying to get you guys to see that. I mean, who do you think is writing these books telling you to believe these things? The government. And I don't know if you've been watching the last 3 years about what they've been putting into everyone's bodies, but I would not say that they are exactly your friend right now. I would say that they are in fact your enemy and are in fact trying to dismember you in any way possible. And if you were watching the last 3 years, I think a lot of normies even woke up to that, because they're like, wait a second, they're pushing this sort of thing for free donuts and free lottery tickets, and it's a kind of an experimental type of thing, and they're not saying that, and everyone has to get it to keep their jobs. What's going on here? And the government's supporting this? Interesting. And they pumping it out? Interesting. I mean, if they're doing that, then why do you think they're giving you textbooks telling you gravity's real, the earth is round, space is real, planets are real? If anything, planets are wandering lights, or they're like gods or demigods or Elohim type beings, like it says in the what's the text I'm thinking of right now? The the one with the, oh god, I suck, I can't remember. I think it was from Babylon or something, but you know the one I'm talking about. I can't remember. I'm sure someone will write in the comments, but yeah. Anyways, the guy who wrote it called them wandering lights, but I don't remember what it was. It's a very old text. I don't remember what it's called. And then literally every single civilization besides ours has always agreed on a flat disk Earth, like Incans, Aztecs. Literally name any freaking civilization besides a lying, gay, retard one like ours that believed in a 3D globe Earth. Literally none of them. They all believed in a flat spheroid Earth. Okay, that's just how it is. And even the name Earth is a total joke, because it's just an anagram of the word heart. I mean, it's... Anyway, the last thing I wanted to cover really quick, because there's too much to cover, and it's too much to think about, and blah blah blah, too much to talk about. I think I covered a lot of cool stuff here already, but I was thinking about why I want to know so much stuff, and why I want to know everything, and why I want to know how this reality works, and how this planet works, and how everything works in general here, and how the soul works, and the gays work, and the balls work, and the farts work, and all of this shit. And I was thinking, if you're, why do you really care about how things work in hell if you're in hell? It's like people who who get into black magic for power, right? They want to have like a powerful life in hell, which is where we are right now. They want to have a powerful life in hell. It's like, okay, but that's kind of pointless, because you're still in hell, right? You can learn magic, you can learn alchemy, but you're still in hell. I mean, it doesn't really matter. And then, think about this. Think about your body is burning up in a fire right now. Okay, think about your body's burning in a really hot fire. You're most likely thinking I wish I had some water to put out this fire, right? But what if you were on fire and you were thinking, I wonder how fires work. I wonder how they get really hot, and I wonder how they turn orange and red, and they burn through flesh and stuff. Eventually you'd probably be like, you know what, it doesn't really matter how fires work, because I'm in a fire right now and I'm getting burned. And I should probably, it really doesn't matter how this fire works, because right now I'm getting burned. I shouldn't care about how this fire works, because it's just a stupid gay retard fire, and it's it's hurting me, and it's catching me on fire, and it hurts, and it sucks. It sucks being on fire and being in this fire right now. So at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter how the fire works, because you're in a fire. You shouldn't, it's just a crappy situation, it's Hopefully I'm making that point a little bit clear. Anyways, good talking to you guys again, and I'm gonna be out of town, I think, for maybe a week or two, so don't expect too much content from me. Don't expect too much content from me in general, because I think I'm gonna be kind of like out of town for a little bit or something, so I might not be on the computer too much at all, honestly, or anything like that. So, anyways, thanks for coming back to the new channel and following the new channel, and just watch the new cartoons. I'm really surprised that Sonic cartoon hasn't gotten a strike or banned yet, because that one's pretty raunchy. I think that cartoon probably will get a strike very soon. So watch it while it's still up. Watch it while it's still on the channel, before it gets banned. It's called Sonic Gets Attacked by a Clock. It's a very retarded, stupid cartoon, but just watch it anyway if you want. Unless you're kind of a young person, I think it's kind of more of a mature cartoon. Anyways, God bless you and your family. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Sunshine, sunlight, star bright, moonlight, starshine, moonlight, good night, good dreams, my love, sweet, sweet daughter, see you are so darling, shine a flower like a star so bright, drooping petals so white, all so right, here lands your mind, to carry and protect and love so much. Falling in dreams, the sweet young girl, sweetly nourish her with your seeds of love. She is your sweetheart, she is the one who sweetens the strawberry shade of your heart. Sometimes she might wonder why your love is so heartful. She's just a flower, so be kind, don't crush her, because I don't it opens and there you are. You were waiting for me to play games, dreaming of sweet hands and sweet petals, thinking this is me, her she is drinking in her senses, loving nothing. Am I, dreaming, Mary, waking from the nightmare, she is hating your dark, oily heart juices. She runs to her dreams, waiting for it to end, ending. She is mending. In the starlight, waiting for the sunshine on her teen heart, the soulful flower.
Now it's time to have a snuggle with my very best friend in the whole wide world. You. Well, I'm glad you could come over. See you soon. Bye. And the clown jumped over the moon.